So I recently ran a Twitter poll. If you don't follow me on Twitter, I do recommend you follow me on there. I like talking to my fans and stuff. Honestly, I'm running out of fucking excuses. I just want 1 million followers along with my 1 million subscribers. Okay, I want my layout to look clean, okay? Just follow me on there. No, but really, I do like to interact with my fans and see what you guys think. I did run a Twitter poll. And it was between roast videos, relatable video, or a fucking sex story. Now, I should have known this video was gonna win. Alright, but I thought people were over sex stories. It's not that I didn't want to do this video. Obviously, I would have never put it on there if I didn't want to do this video. It's just that it's really fresh. This story is really fresh in my head since it happened this summer. It's a pretty fucking embarrassing story. Like, it's not a brag story, alright? You see most of these sex stories and they're obviously trying to fucking brag and say, yeah, I got some pussy. Like, it's not. Okay, alright, you guys are gonna hear. Alright, you guys are gonna hear how fucking stupid this it's horrible. It's a terrible story. I wish it never happened. Alright, I fucking regret it, alright? This is nothing to brag about. This shit was terrible, to be honest with you. So, alright, it's not a fucking brag story. It's none of that. But I do know roast videos, it did have a percentage on the polls, so that video will be coming out pretty soon. It's gonna be a worst of the anime community part 4. I haven't done one in a while. I actually haven't even started on this one, but I do know the YouTuber I have in mind. It's a pretty juicy one. It might be my last one. I'm not sure. There's not many other YouTubers I can do. Not that there's not any YouTubers I can do. It's just that the anime community is just shit. This story, it's a very interesting story because it was really self-defining for me. Because, you know, it was the moment I realized, like, wow, I really don't like females. Like, this is very this was a story with a female. Yes, it was. Shockingly enough, but it was this summer. I know you guys all think I'm a flaming homo. You're correct, but you know, this story was with a female, and it was quite fucking cringy. And I don't like using that word. I never say that word, guys. If you guys haven't noticed, so just know that this story is gonna be pretty bad. It all started in summer school, second day of summer school. You know, I usually hang out with my friend Zach that I hang out with in regular school. You know, he was there too. We both fucked up, except I fucked up in algebra. That shit was terrible. Summer school is terrible. Just do good in class, guys. I didn't do shit in summer school either. On the last day, I pretty much did all my fucking work. This summer school was boring as shit. I'm gonna tell you guys how my schedule worked. It went from 8 to 11 o'clock. So it's from 8 to 11 o'clock, and at 9:30 we have a fucking like passing period or some shit like that because they don't want us to be, you know, go insane in this class for 3 hours. One of the reasons that makes this story so regrettable that it was with a fucking the most thottiest girl at that summer school, most likely. It was she had a nice body. She had an okay body. It was one of those, like, you know, me and Dressrosa, me and my friend, we in the Skype call, we usually you know, joke about shit like that, like, oh, big booty bitches and shit like that, you know, world star hip hop, and just shit like that. But I never thought it'd become a fucking reality. So I see this girl, right, and she's talking to my friend. The first thing I notice is her fucking breasts. She has no bra on for some reason, and I understand it's the summer, and I understand you can do whatever you want with your body, and completely support that. I'm just saying that's what I fucking noticed. But I saw her breasts damn near bursting out of her fucking shirt. I like to entertain myself. I'm a really fucked up guy if you think about it. Like, I don't know, I have no romantic feelings towards females, I guess you could say. I'm a very confused man. I'm 16 years old. Give me a break. I don't know what I'm doing. I go to class, you know, that we all go separate ways. I'm looking around the class and I realize this girl, she sits across from me. She sits on the other side of the class from me. And I'm like, oh wow, I never noticed that she was in this class. And she looks at me and she smiles and she says, come over here. And I'm like, no, I'm not getting up. What are you joking? So she gets up, it comes to me, and we're just talking the whole entire time. I forgot what we were talking about. Just stupid shit. We were just talking about shit the whole entire time. Towards the end of the class, you know, I'm about to leave. Remember, it's 11 o'clock. My mother's usually late to picking me up, so I'm not in a rush to go anywhere. I usually just go to my friend Zach and we just hang out for like 15 minutes until my mother picks me up, because, you know, I don't have a fucking car, because, you know, I don't have a job, because, you know, my life is in shambles. And so I go to my friend Zach and she's just throwing hints. At me. I'm like, all right, I guess I could go ahead and see what I can do. There's this, like, okay, this school is really shady, okay? There's like a lot of vacant spots in this school. Like, you can get away with anything in this school, to be honest with you. There's fucking, you could turn a corner and like never be seen again. So there's this like little, you know, where you put the bikes? Is that like a bike rack? What do you call that? A bike parking lot? Just no one's fucking there, okay? It's like the back of the school. So I'm like eyeing that place and I'm like, should I take her back there? So what should I do? You know, I'm eyeing Zach and then I'm eyeing the little vacant spot that I should probably take this female. And he's giving me the hint. He's like, yeah, go ahead and do it, dude. She's feeling. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna see what I can do. You know, I'm doing this all to entertain myself. Not because I really like give a shit about this female, but because I just want to entertain myself. So I take her back there and she starts complimenting me and I'm like, okay, thank you. I think you guys know where this is heading. She touches my outfit. So I started touching her glute gluteus maximus, and I'm like, yeah, I really like this 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 is literally what I say. I really like this fabric. I say I really like this fabric, and I'm just squeezing on her gluteus maximus, and she's like, oh yeah, and I'm like, oh yeah, and then she's like, oh yeah, and I'm like, oh yeah, and then like next thing you know, we're just kissing, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm kissing this fucking thought. So I go home, you know, everything's fine. I literally do not care about. This is not on my mind at all, and I'm just chilling there being myself, you know, all gay and shit. I get a text from this female, and she's pretty much just saying like she was just chatting shit. I didn't give a fuck, okay? She's pretty much sexting me. Her first text to me was a sext. I was like, oh my god, how fast is this female gonna take it? And so she takes it pretty fast. You know, I start sexting her back. She was feeling herself, okay? She really thought she had me. So we go into FaceTime, and this is where shit gets really embarrassing. All right, we go into FaceTime. We're talking and stuff like that. You know, shit is weird. All right, shit is weird at this point. I'm like, it's an awkward situation because you know I'm not really feeling her, but she's like really feeling me. Like not in an emotional way, but like she's really attracted to me. But I'm doing this out of entertainment, so I don't really feel bad. But I'm just like, because I know I know she gets around. It was a very awkward experience, really. So randomly we're talking, and she's in class, by the way, because she has 2 classes. Because like I said, I get out at 11. People that have 2 classes get out at 3. But I only fucked up once. She must have fucked up twice. So she's in her other class. She's FaceTiming me in the class doing her work, and you know she's like in the corner, like nobody could see her and stuff like that. Actually, what she does first is she asks me for to show my penis, and I'm like, oh, my penis, she say. So she says, yeah, your penis, and I'm like, I don't know what all that. And she pretty much just starts talking about how, oh, we should do it today, you know. So she goes to the bathroom, okay, and she takes off her top. What did you expect out of this story? Did you expect some pride? So I'm sitting here trying to get hard, by the way, and I couldn't. I literally couldn't. I just wasn't. It just wasn't happening, guys. So I say to this female, I'm going to the gym. And the female says back, what gym do you go to? And I already knew things were going to lead to a very, very bad situation. She goes to the same gym as me because there's only about 3 gyms in the whole entire city, and she says, do you want to go swimming today? I'm just like, sure. I mean, you're taking things really fast, but okay. I mean, alright, can we do something there? Maybe, you know, get it on. I get ready and go down to the gym, and you know, I'm in my trunks and stuff like that, and we're just sitting there. I'm sitting there, I'm waiting for this girl to come, and she takes about 30 minutes to come to the gym. Alright, I'm literally sitting here. I'm like, where the fuck is this female at? And she hits the corner, and she says my name. She says Sam, and I look to my left, and then I noticed she has her sister with her. She was like, don't worry, my sister won't get in the way of our fun. Go in the pool, and just it was awkward. It was really awkward. Her sister was there the whole time. Her sister knew this bitch was a hoe. She knew her sister was up to these hoish activities after hours. We go outside, and she puts her stuff in her bag, and I noticed, so this was a dirty bitch. All right, let me correct myself. This was a dirty fucking female. This is not feeling good whatsoever. I want to go home. Please save me. I don't like this woman. I don't know why it was really windy that day, so I'm like, all right, let's go to the hot tub. We go in the hot tub, and don't get me wrong, all right, this is a hot tub full of people, okay? All right, we get into this hot tub, you know, I'm feeling good and stuff. She gives me a massage. This was when nobody was in the hot tub, because I said my back was hurting because I did back that day. It was a fucking shitty massage, let me tell you that. It was fucking garbage. She said she was good at massages, and I'm like, what the fuck was this? This was not a good massage, all right? I could get a better massage from a fucking homeless man on the streets of San Francisco than I can from you, all right? I'd rather have his grimy ass hands rubbing across my back than your piece of shit massage. Don't ever say you're good at massages, okay, woman? Alright, so she does that, and I'm like, oh, that was good. Thank you a lot. Even though she didn't solve any of my fucking problems. Remind you, the bubbles are on. The bubbles are on, okay, guys? So she sticks her hand down my pants, starts rubbing me off, and I'm just like, okay. I'm kind of just sitting there. It doesn't feel good or anything, because, like, you know, I'm under fucking water. She's, like, sitting there. She's, like, making all these faces, like, oh my god, I like it so much. It's so nice. And I'm like, oh, okay. She's disgusting me by the minute. Alright, guys. She's fucking disgusting me by the minute. I didn't pressure her to go to the locker room, but I'm saying, let's go to the locker room. I'm like, alright, we could have some privacy in there because I'm feeling real awkward. Alright, it was mainly just being around all these people, and I was all like, this is one of the dumbest decisions I've ever done. Yeah, we could get shit done in there. We could go in one of the family bathrooms and get it on. Like, I was really like there at this point, you know. My hormones were up. So, out of nowhere, you know, I'm just chilling there. She's chilling there, and this Asian lady hits the the corner. She's staring at the female that I'm with, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And she says, oh, by the way, Sam, that's my mom. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's your mother. Why did you take your mother to meet up with a fucking guy? This isn't a fucking family vacation trip, okay? This is a goddamn fucking, you're meeting up with a guy. Do you know the shit that we talked about in the text message? You stupid fucking, are you kidding me right now? Why would you bring your family? I was like, at this point, like internally, I'm screaming. I'm screaming internally, but you know, I play it cool in her life. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm a friend. She fucking lied to her mother right in front of me. She's like, this is my study buddy. Are you fucking joking? Like, that's the best that you could come. Just tell her the fucking truth. And I figured out that she knows she's a thought from how it gets fucking worse. Yes, the story gets insanely fucking worse. Okay, guys, this isn't the caught story. All right, I'm not caught doing anything yet, so everything's fine. All right, everything's fine. You know, we're swimming. I'm acting like I'm friends with her and stuff like that. And we're just normal friends. And for some fucking reason, we come up with this plan to sneak to the locker room. For her sister and her mother are there for one. All right, there's a clear path. You could clearly see the locker rooms. For a while, we're just like, all right, she doesn't see us. Go. We go to the locker room, and then we go inside the bathroom. Okay, and then I'm just like, all right, what do we do now? So we start kissing and stuff, and she takes off her top. I'm sitting there. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna do what I've seen in hentai. And she randomly goes down, and she starts. I think you guys get the notion. I don't want to get too graphic here because I know I have a fan base that is pretty young. You know, she starts slobbing the knob a little bit. You know, everything's fine until we hear fucking on the fucking door. It was louder than that, you know, that was a pussy knock. But we hear a knock on the door, and she yells her name, female. Alright, that's because that's the name I gave this female. Just think of her name as being female. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? She says, female, are you in there? And I'm like, no, this can't be. Yeah, I was pretty calm because I know nothing was gonna happen to me. This is where the embarrassing part comes in. For some reason, we didn't just come out. All right, we thought we were fucking slick, like she didn't know we were in there, like she didn't fucking see us go in here. So we start hiding. Right, we're hiding. We're pretty much being as silent as possible. And then this fucking bitch of a mother goes to the staff of InShape to unlock their door, and I'm just like, oh, I can't do this. I'm just like, oh my god. Why? One of the manager comes down with the key. So she goes out. The female goes out. She's like, don't worry, I'll take care of this. And I'm like, they didn't leave it at that, guys. They did. I was still in this room. Alright? So I'm still in the fucking bathroom. I'm like, can I make a run for it? I mean, I could probably just like dip out of here real quick. So I'm like thinking of every single possibility that could go down. I'm like, what if there's 1,000 of them outside? And like, I'm literally like silent, holding the door. Cause they're trying to get in. Cause they're unlocking the door. And I'm holding the fucking door. He's like, yeah, there's somebody in there, but they're gonna have to come out on their own, because I keep on like closing it and then locking it again like a fucking idiot. I'm like, oh, I cannot do this. So there's 2 InShape employees. There's the mother and the female I was with. She's like, wow, I can't believe you. She was like, what if your mother knew about this? I want his mother's contact info. The mother leaves after altercation with me, you know, fucking destroy me verbally for a good 5 minutes. So I figure out that this mother actually filed a gym report on me. She filed a report on me when her fucking daughter was the one instigating everything. I'm worried about my fucking gym membership. I don't even care about my mother knowing. I'm like, am I gonna get kicked out of this gym? And he's like, if the gym report goes through, I mean, there's a high chance you might get kicked out. Please, I don't have anywhere else to go. So I'm thinking of shit that I could say to my mother, because I'm pretty much like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm fucked. They never end up fucking calling her. I go to school the next day, and the bitch says, yeah, no, I told her that it was all me, and I was the one that instigated it, and I was the one that fucking continued everything. So she dropped the report, and I was like, you couldn't fucking tell me this before I went around and told my mother? I probably would have told her anyway, but I was like, are you fucking joking? And she was like, oh yeah, by the way, my mom wanted to say she's sorry. I told her, I fucking block her number, and I tell her to fuck off. That's all you have to do, guys. So moral of the story is, just don't do dumb shit. Alright, it's okay to have sex. It's okay. I'm not saying don't have sex. You know, if the opportunity comes, you know, do it. If you really feel comfortable in the situation, quote unquote. Remember that. If you really feel comfortable in this situation, then why not? You know, don't listen to what anybody says about this other dumb shit. Just make sure you're safe and you're comfortable with the situation. Because I was not comfortable, and I did not want to be in that situation, and I ended up regretting the situation. Just make sure you know what you're doing, alright? Just don't be stupid, alright? Just don't be dumb. Choose wisely, too, alright? But I'm definitely gonna choose wisely next time. And, you know, next time it won't be with a female, am I right? Another gay joke from Sam to end off the video. Alright.